Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Crochet CJ. I'm here in chilly Oklahoma. My name's Carla. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Crystal and Mr. Bod over at Bag O' Day Crochet. I sent my stitch markers in for the Christmas giveaway, and I had asked Mr. Bod to sing a little Oklahoma since I'm from Oklahoma, and he gave it a good shot. Thank you for doing that. Also for Haley at Haley Maylee, I sent her some stitch markers as a thank you for helping me out with my uploading and all that, and she did a little happy mail segment, and that was a lot of fun. I appreciate that. First of all, finished objects. My octopus. I know it's hard to see him because, anyway. I can't get far enough back, I guess. But he's done. I named him Otto the octopus. I like that name. Thought that was kind of fun. I thought it was going to take forever to finish those tentacles. That was really easy. The difficult part was stitching the tentacles, the bottom side to the top side of the tentacles, and then those eyes. Oh my goodness, they did not want to go on and stay in a normal position, and I mean, there's so much yarn holding those eyes in place. It's not funny. But that was a pattern, a paid pattern on Ravelry from Mama Mosley Creations. It's called the Giant Octopus, and I used Bernat blanket yarn. I think I told you guys all about that last episode. My next finished object is my Icelandic poncho. Look, isn't it lovely? See, it has a little fringe on the bottom. Anyway, it turned out really well. It's from Willow Yarns. It's a free pattern. The color of the yarn is Stormberg, excuse me. It's a glacier yarn. It called for 9 skeins. They were 98 yards a piece. It's 50% wool, 25% acrylic, and 25% nylon. I had to frog the first row like 3 times. I don't know if I was just tired because we were starting out our trip that day and I had been at work all night. I don't know if I was just really tired or if I just didn't understand the instructions correctly, but I had to frog it like 3 times. But apparently, you know, when you go back the 4th time, that works. I don't know. I thought 3rd time was a charm, but apparently it's the 4th. I may have had too loose a stitch because I didn't have enough yarn for the fringe. It called for 3 strands to go in each crochet at the bottom of it. I only had enough yarn left over to do like 1 or 2, so some of those have 1 strand in them, some of them had 2. It still looks okay without the 3, but I don't know if it just didn't call for enough yarn. I'm not really good about getting gauge. Because I don't know, I'm really not a lazy crafter. I mean, I will frog something and redo it if it doesn't look right, but you know, all this switching back and forth to different hooks and things like that, you know, if it says, you know, if you do this, use it this size hook or whatever, sometimes I'll do that, but I usually stay with the same hook I started out with unless it just looks really bad. I had a lot of finished objects. Rainbow Granny Cluster Crochet Beanie. Melanie Ham, this is a free pattern from Melanie Ham, and she does a tutorial, and it's so easy to make. I used Lion Brand yarn. For this one, it's the Landscapes yarn, and see, it turned out really cute. And the color of this one is Metropolis. I really like it. It's got like gray and black and almost like a, I don't know. It almost looks like kind of a blue, but I think it's really just kind of a variation of gray. The yarn I used to make these hats, I bought at Hobby Lobby. All of them were like originally $6.99 and I got them on clearance for $1.74, so that was nice. Anyway, the Lion Brand Landscapes is 100% acrylic. It has 147 yards. It's a 4-weight. I didn't have very much left over of it, so that's all good. And I made another one with the Lion Brand. This was really pretty colors too. I liked it. This is the same Lion Brand Landscapes, and the color of this one is Mountain Range. So that's kind of interesting. And then I made one. This is with some Yarn Bee yarn. Pretty fall colors. It's got some purples and orange and yellow and stuff in it. I really liked it. This is the Aurora Borealis. Again, it's 174 yards, and it's Tuscan Sunset is the name of that one. But again, it was a clearance yarn, so I bought a bunch of stuff on clearance when Hobby Lobby had that big sale not too long ago, and so I still have several skeins of clearance yarn that were $1.74. So cheap hat. And then I made another one. I put pom-poms on this one. I did a dual pom-pom on it just because I liked it. I thought it was kind of cute. It's got some really pretty colors in it, teals and purples and pinks and yellow. The color way on that one is Sandrock Mountain. So that was interesting too. Really liked that. And then I made another Melanie Ham pattern that's free, and it's called the Easy Slouchy Crochet Beanie Treble Stitch. So this is actually for my daughter's friend. She picked out the yarn and picked out the pattern, and it's just it's really fast and easy to make because it's that treble stitch, but I really like those colors too. This yarn, it's called Grape Fizz, and it's 236 yards, 100% acrylic. I got it for $1.95. I bought this at like an outlet place that sells, you know, like overstock stuff. It's called Freeman Liquidators. It's in Joplin, Missouri, which is about an hour and a half from here. But we just happened to be in Joplin, and so my friend had told me that this place had yarn. They have, like, you know, stuff that you make, you know, that you build with, and they have TVs. They have all sorts of stuff that's like overstock stuff, but they did have a big selection of yarn. Most of it was, I'm pretty sure these are Red Heart yarns because they work up just like Red Heart, and a lot of the colors are just like Red Heart colors. So anyway, that worked out well. And then I made some Christmas ornaments. It's a Christmas bauble tutorial pattern. Their version is actually a stuffed one, but I just made my ornament and put it over a plastic ornament. So and they use solids, but I used this one because I just happened to have this big thing of Bernat Handicrafter Holidays that I bought on clearance. It's 100% cotton. It's a number 4, and there's 608 yards on this. So really like that. It was $6.97 on clearance, but I got like 25% off because I got it at Joann's when they were having a sale. So I have a lot of that. I'll be using this for many Christmases, I'm sure. I also, while I was playing with that yarn, I made a little round one and a little rectangular rug mug. I gotta straighten that out. I had it in a bag and it kind of got curled, but those are just, I just did like single crochet and just made those. This one actually started out as a Christmas bauble like the one I made before that I showed last week, but I just didn't like the way it was looking for a Christmas decoration, so I made it into just a round rug mug anyway. And then I made one in each color of these. I have to stiffen these and they'll have points, but I've got 5 different colors. But like I said, I bought the fabric stiffener. Well, I bought liquid starch. I hope that works because I couldn't find anything that said fabric stiffener. Anyway, I've got those 5 colors, and then once I, you know, block them out, they'll have points and be really pretty. And so that was a free pattern from Red Heart on their 12 Days of Christmas. It was 9th day. It's 9 snowflakes falling. The design is by Elizabeth P. Williams, and the pattern number is LC5542. The yarn I used is the wool-free lace from Premier. I ordered one of each color, and I'm going to be using this for many Christmases to come too, because there's a lot of it. It's 88% acrylic, 7% PBT, 5% metallic. It's a number 1. I swore I would never work with yarn that small because it's like thread, but I ordered it not realizing it was a number 1, so I'm going to use it because I ordered it. There's 448 yards on the skein, and I got the tarnished silver, the red hot, the holiday pine, the white gold, and then the gold one I didn't keep the little cover for it, so I don't remember for sure what color it is. Whips. I have no whips. I have nothing started. I finished up those hats last night and didn't start anything new last night. But in my project queue, I have a book somewhere. So I bought the yarn before I found the pattern to do this with, and it's Celtic Cable Crochet is the name of the book. It's by Bonnie Barker. It's 18 crochet patterns for modern cabled garments and accessories. And I'm gonna be, this is my first sweater ever. So anyway, it's called the Orlaith Robe Sweater. It's an Irish cable sweater. So because I ordered the yarn before I found the pattern, I may not have enough yarn, but my plan is to do it with this Patton's Shetland Chunky. Boy, I can't talk, can I? And it is 75% acrylic, 25% wool. The color is rich teal. It's got 148 yards. It's a bulky 5. So I may have to make the sweater just shorter. Or I suppose if I used a bigger hook, because this is a bigger yarn, I think that calls for a 4. Because this is a bulkier yarn, maybe if I use a bigger hook, I'll get more length out of it, huh? So I may try that. We'll see. I'll let you guys know how that goes. My other project queue items, the Bellatrix shawl from Hannah at Cozy Cottage Crochet. So on October 31st, she came out with that. And I bought it immediately because I really like her patterns. So I picked some beautiful yarn from my local yarn shop that I finally went to see, my local yarn shop. And I got 3 of each of these because there's 210 yards on each one of these. And this is a DK, so hopefully that'll work out. She made 2 shawls. She made one with Red Heart Super Saver and one with, I think it was sock weight yarn. And so this is kind of in between those. So hopefully that'll work out for me. The colors, it's Malabrigo. I've never had any Malabrigo, and I've heard a lot about Malabrigo. And when I went in, I looked through this whole shop like twice, and those were the ones I settled on, not because they're Malabrigo, but because they're just really pretty, and I love purple and teal. And I wanted, you know, 2 yarns that were the same yarn brand and stuff that would match. One of them is Bobby Blue. The other one is Purple Mystery. And it's the Rios yarn from Malabrigo, and it's 100% pure merino superwash. There's 210 yards. I think I already said that on each one. My other project is another Hannah project that I bought the pattern for a while back and have just been looking for the right yarn to make this hat. It is the Mirage Ponytail Hat Cow. I bought Ella Ray Lace Merino DK. It's 100% wool, superwash, extra fine merino. There's 302 yards on this skein, or I'm sorry, hank. Doesn't have a colorway, it just has a number. It just says LMD, oh no, it says Dialot 74. LMD 300 is the colorway. I don't know, I guess that stands for Lace Merino DK, but there's no color. But I just thought those colors were really pretty. So that'll be another future project in my project queue. It's all good. So acquisitions, wow, I think I have a lot of acquisitions. That yarn for the hat and for the Bellatrix shawl. I'm excited about those. I was at Walmart and I don't know if I'm gonna find my stuff now. I think I tried to set everything out so it would be easily accessible, but you know how that works out. Anyway, I was at Walmart looking for a button to put on my fall poncho that I made. It's back there behind the Icelandic poncho. So I found this button, I really liked it, so I'm gonna use that for that. And then look at these buttons, they're sugar skulls. Couldn't resist, had to have them. Don't know what I'll do with them, but I will make a project just to put these on. Maybe a hat, you know, put some 3 buttons down, a little one of those hats with the buttons on it, maybe. And then I wanted a shawl pin, and so I found this one. I thought that was kind of pretty. So got those at Walmart. Obviously I have a microphone today. Shout out to all you people who could not hear me before. I hope the microphone's helping. I tested it out and it seemed to work really well. I ordered it off of Amazon. It's a Off-Geld is the brand. And you just plug it into your iPhone or iPad or whatever. You can actually, I think, plug it into computers too. So anyway, that works. And instead of having you propped up on a, you know, a table, the iPad, it's actually on a tripod. I can't show it to you because it's on the tripod and I can't take it off. But I've also got that from Amazon. It was $25, but I had like a $20 credit. And so, you know, it was $5 for the tripod and I really like it. It's real simple, really basic, but it comes with the little attachment that you can put your iPhone or your iPad, any kind of tablet on it, and you can have it there and you don't have to worry about it falling over or worry about the, you know, you can angle it however you want, which is really nice, because before I had the iPad, you know, in one of those cases and you just have the stand, it's not real firm and it would fall over sometimes. We went to Tuesday morning again because my husband was bored and he wanted to go to Tuesday morning, and I got some yarn. I got 3 of these. It's Bernat Little Tots in the color white. There are 190 yards on each of these. It's a number 4 and it's 95% acrylic and 5% nylon. I've had the little tots before. You got to be careful. You don't really want to have to frog it because it's one of those that kind of frays really bad. But I thought I could probably make a baby blanket with that and with this pretty easily. This is more little tots. There's 3 of them. It's got the same yardage and the same weight and everything. This is the color Sweet Pea. And I've had this before because I've made a baby blanket out of these, out of the little tots before, and that's how I know how it works up. And obviously everything was coming in 3s. I found this too that I really liked. It was, the color is red and it's called Rhythm from Himalaya. And it is 100% acrylic. It's a number 4 and I got 3 skeins of it. They had 3 of each of these and I just cleaned them out. Sometimes when you go in, Tuesday morning has a lot of yarn and sometimes they don't. So it just depends on if they've gotten a truck recently. They had gotten a truck pretty recently. So And then the other thing I got at Tuesday morning, more tea. I'm never going to run out of tea, am I? This is their holiday, the Tea of Life holiday tea collection. I thought it was really cute little thing. And it has Irish cream tea, silent night, holiday blend, apple cinnamon, breakfast special, and peppermint ginger. And I have not opened it yet, just because I wanted to show it to you guys. But it was like $6.99 for that. And there's, how many teas are in here? I don't think it says. But 120. There's 120 assorted tea bags in here. So that's quite a bit. Anyway, I like that. So I did forget one other finished object. This is a Christmas tree applique. Ella at No Catchy Name, I think she put it out there on her Facebook thing, so I don't think she cares if I share that. She's making Jesse a sweater, and so she wanted people to send appliques to put on his ugly Christmas sweater, because they're gonna I think they're having their Christmas pictures made for their Christmas card in these sweaters. So I whipped that up one afternoon. I mean, you know, 20 minutes or something. It didn't take very long. So free pattern I found on YouTube. It was pretty easy to do. They just had several different appliques and stuff, and so I just picked the Christmas tree because I like that. So I'm going to get that in the mail to her so she can put it on his sweater. That's all I have for today, and I really appreciate everybody who tunes in, all of my subscribers, all of my new subscribers. It's great to have you. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your week. Today is actually Thursday, November 15th for me. This may get uploaded tonight when I get home from work, or it may be tomorrow morning. We'll see. Anyway, you guys have a really great week. Just remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. Okay? Take care. Bye.